Okay, today is the day, or more accurately, this week is the week, because this is gonna be a process, but I'm so excited for today's video and just what's about to happen. We moved into this home 4 years ago, and we've been slowly getting it renovated over the years. One, because money, and two, Josh has his own construction business, and so he's always doing everybody else's project. You know, it doesn't pay to come home and renovate your house in the evening. So yeah, we just kind of work on a project at a time, and right now is time to finally do our kids' rooms. We're expecting a fourth child here in just a very little bit, and when we moved in, we just literally plopped a mattress on the floor, and I heard that's not actually good, but the kids love it. They get to jump on the beds and it's like a whole jungle gym situation. They love it. But yeah, they had their clothes in cubicles and everything. They don't even have furniture. So I've been collecting for the past while, and what you're about to see looks like a furniture store hodgepodge mess. This video is going to be kind of in reverse, which seems really weird. Normally you declutter and everything first, and then you make things pretty. Well, we decided we don't really know what space we're working with until we have all the furniture and everything put in. So we just have everything in closets. You'll see here in a second. Finally, they're getting their own spaces, their own rooms. And honestly, I just wanted to show this part of it because a lot of people don't show the really ugliness of it all. It is quite the feat to, create essentially 2 new rooms in your home, starting from scratch. We didn't have the furniture. Anyway, let me show you what the situation's like. As long as you promise, don't judge. It's gonna get better. You can't watch the beginning of this video without watching the end. These are the 2 rooms we're working with. First is my son's room, which, yes, this is where Fletcher was sleeping, and now it's gonna be a girl's room. We have that there. We have some artwork sitting here. I don't know what that is on the floor. The kids are up here looking at books. I'll talk more about these later, but my kids keep their vitamins in their room, and it's how I get them to go up cheerfully for nap time because they love taking their Mary Ruth's vitamins. But yeah, as you can see, it's just a lot of random furniture, things that belong here. Some things need to go over there. We'll have a bed frame in just a second. Josh is going to be building that. And then across the hallway is where a lot of other furniture is. Evonnie's been sleeping in our new little Miller bed. Our 2-year-old's gonna be sleeping in that little bed there, but Evonnie's been sleeping in it. Josh also took the time to assemble this. I'm very, very excited. This is gonna be an additional bed. Since this room is so huge, we thought since we have the extra space, it might be nice to have an extra bed to also, accommodate if, Evonnie could move over here for a night and her room could be a guest room type of idea. And then you can see our huge closets here, which have all kinds of stuff in as well that we'll have to switch around in a little bit. So this is the before, and I really don't want to show it to you except for how much the after is going to be. So yeah, technically, if you're watching this video for the first time, you're jumping in the middle of the process because I've been sharing bits and pieces throughout the last 3 months or so as we collected things. But I think we're finally ready to go today. I did want to shout out Mary Ruth's. You guys have seen them. My kids do take their vitamins every day. They love them. Right now in the winter, I give them a multivitamin, a probiotic, and then also an immunity gummy that has elderberry and zinc in it. So right now I give them 3 different vitamins just because I feel like with a first grader, you never know what they're fighting, what they're sitting beside, what their immune system is trying to attack. And so we do a kids multivitamin from Mary Ruth's that is organic, and it's a gummy, it's vegan, and there's no GMOs in it. It's pectin-based, no gelatin, and the kids just love the flavor. And then their probiotic, which honestly, I think this is one of the most important ones because a lot of your health stems from a healthy gut, and so I'm all about their probiotic. They have a liquid probiotic as well that I have, but I'm not gonna use that until our gummies run out, and they love the gummies, so we'll see if it's actually an upgrade or not, I don't know. Their kids' probiotics are also vegan, organic, no gelatin, gluten-free, all of that. So I get them all on Amazon. I can show you their immunity gummies as well. There's vitamin C, zinc, and elderberry in there, and we take these all winter long. I started giving them to my oldest, my daughter, when she was 2 years old, pretty much because I was doing the research. Something told me that I could do better than the stuff that was, just off the Walmart shelves. And so I started researching, and I landed on Mary Ruth's, and I've been using them for, like I said, almost, I guess it'll be like 4 years now. And Josh started taking them now too because he loves gummy vitamins. I would rather swallow them. That's me. So they have options for your whole family. You can check them out on their website, but I prefer Amazon, and I'll put that link down below because it's just so nice to have them come right to your door, and I use my own code all the time. My friends use it too. They never order without using my code because it saves you like $6 a bottle, I think it is. So it's really nice. And I love how they let their offer be good for anybody. It doesn't have to just be a new customer. So word to the wise, check it out if you have not. And yeah, I just want to thank Mary Ruth for being a partner with the channel. When they reached out to me, I was like, are you kidding? Yes, I am a customer. I love you guys. And so yeah, this is just a match made in heaven. Speaking of heaven, let's get these rooms looking a little bit more like cozy oasis paradises. Let's get started. So to be honest, you're kind of jumping in the middle of this project. I've been filming little bits and pieces here and there throughout the last couple months, but honestly, this project has drug on. I think kind of because it's out of sight, out of mind, and our children don't really play in their rooms. They just up there to sleep, and then that's that. But we did get a lot of things done. Basically, the rooms got started over from scratch. We ripped up the old carpet. We had someone come in and paint. I did consider painting myself, but they are such huge rooms. I'm pregnant. Josh, which I know I referred to it earlier, how he's a construction, very handy guy, which is super nice. But I don't blame him for not wanting to come home, eat supper, and then go right back to doing like painting and projects like that. So at the end of the day, we priced it out and decided that a painter actually is a better deal because they can get it done so much faster, and they literally came in and got it done in one day. And then the carpet went in. We did recessed lighting and new fans. I don't love fans, but they're very necessary, Josh thinks. So I just got very minimal, like a black and a white one for each of the rooms, and I think it worked out fine. So we had a really nice shell. And then something I didn't tell you yet was that we were switching where Evonnie had been sleeping to where Fletcher is sleeping. We were switching the boys in the girls' room because with 3 boys and 1 girl, it makes more sense to have the boys in the big room, obviously. And originally the wall was black. That was in Fletcher's room because I was going to redo his room last winter, which never happened. So we decided rather than painting over the black paint, I wanted to do wallpaper anyway. And so Josh installed the wallpaper right over top of the black wall and saved us a step right there. I know it's kicking the can kind of down the road. If we ever want to take the wallpaper off and paint again, we're gonna have to paint over that black. But the wallpaper was kind of a saga in itself. I found a really pretty wallpaper from North and Finch, I think it was called. It was gorgeous, but it would have been over $1,000 for one wall. And what do you know? I Google lensed it, or like reverse Google searched it, I guess you could say. And I found it on Etsy for a quarter of the price. So it still was pricey, like $300 and some, which is nuts. But it felt like a bargain after what I thought people were spending on it, which it just wasn't an option for me. And I have to say the wallpaper felt really nice and it went on really good compared to some of the stuff I bought off of Amazon and things like that. So you probably do get what you pay for, but I can't imagine that $1,000 wallpaper being worth $1,000. I mean, it just wouldn't have happened in our life. I felt like I was splurging even with this $300 thing, but hey, it's beautiful. And I decided I have 1 daughter. I may only ever have 1 daughter. And I kind of splurged on her, spoiled her, made her room. It's gonna look really pretty here at the end. And it just makes me so happy. So hopefully this lasts for a long time. Here I am justifying myself, I'm sorry. The wallpaper was not cheap, but it looks great. And Josh here is assembling a bed that I bought back over the June Amazon Prime days. I got a really good deal on it, and I was really excited when I found under the bed storage because my daughter is a chip off the old block. We are little maximalist queens. When I was a little girl, I loved to have all my treasures and everything out and about, and I didn't want to throw anything away. So we're still working on that with her. Obviously, it takes time. I can't even say as a teenager my room was tidy, but I thought having under the bed storage would give her some extra room, and you'll see later how we're gonna do her clothing and everything. But this bed was just so cute, and it does have the option for no under the bed storage. I'll try to link both of them. And there is a price difference too, but I just thought it came out so nice, and it's been sitting in our garage for 6 months. So finally he was putting it together. And then between Josh and I, we got most of the furniture moved from room to room where it needed to go, flipping the rooms back and forth. It's been so nice having him home this past week. If you did not watch our last life update video, you might want to go watch that, and it'll explain why Josh was home for the week. But basically he's transitioning from one career back to another one. And so that gave him a week of being flexible. He was working in his barn, setting up his trailer, doing all kinds of odds and ends, working on small projects. Just kind of a nice transition week at the end of the year, going into a new year, new things. And I just love having him around the house. He rough houses with the boys all the time, and they just love having him. So we're definitely gonna miss him in a week or 2 here. Okay, so at this point, the boys have been sleeping in their new room together for like 3 nights, and I just thought I'd let you know how it's going because it's so stressful to, I always feel like a little stressed out moving a baby from a crib to a bed, because now all of a sudden they have more choices. Do we want to stay in or do we not want to stay in? You know, all that. Plus, they're sleeping in the same room. I've never had kids share a room together before. And I never shared a room as a kid. I was the oldest, so I got my own room. So it's just like a foreign concept to me, but Josh shared a room. It was like 3 boys in the same room, and he's like, come on, it's fun, it's fine. And it has been, actually, for the most part. The first night we put Miller to bed, and he laid there. We had his little nightlight on, and he was terrified. He just laid there with these big eyes, and he was like whimpering. So I laid down with him for a little bit, but I was like, I'm not gonna let him fall asleep with me laying there. So I got up and I left, and it was fine. I didn't hear a peep out of him that night. And then the next day, when I told him it's time for his nap, he fussed a little bit, but then by that evening, he was excited to go into his big boy bed, and it's been going pretty good. He did get out of it for his first nap, but for the most part, I've never had problems with my kids getting out of their beds or getting out of their rooms. They know we mean business, and they know that nothing good is going to happen. If they get out of bed, they're just going to get put right back in again. So yeah, overall, a success. Here is what the room is like. I'll share what's on my task list for today and talk with you all while I'm doing it, actually. And then Evonnie's room is over here. She's at school today, but you can see there's a lot of tender loving care that needs to happen. Done is better than perfect. I'm sure you've all heard of that quote, and that's what I decided to implement when it came to the gallery wall in the boys' room. It dawned on me, wow, this giant room has no artwork in it, no color. What am I gonna do? And I was looking online. A lot of things were like gallery walls that take a long time to collect items, and they can really be pricey if you want to get like the customized things. So you'll see here in a bit that I did design some banners that I got printed very cost effectively from Little Calico. It's a fabric printing business in my area, but they ship all over the world. Anyway, I wanted to add some color to the room as well, and so I decided just to do some art prints. And I really started overthinking it. What theme do I want for these boys? What do they like? They had so many different ideas, or Fletcher did at least. You know, we could have done race cars or golfing or football or sports or fishing and hunting. Anyway, so I, in the end, just went on Etsy and found this really affordable set of downloadable prints, and I loved all the colors involved, and it felt very Megan, but also like a little boy's room. And I know as they get older, they'll have more opinions about their rooms. They're gonna want monster trucks in there, even if I don't think they're aesthetically cute or anything like that. And I plan to let them take their room, and if they wanna style it in a certain way, fine. Although they're boys, are they gonna care? I'm not sure. But rather than waiting to find the perfect gems and pieces and like things that spoke to me, I was thinking about doing a diagram draw up of the football Philly special that helped the Eagles win the Super Bowl in 2017. There's all different kinds of ideas. And at the end of the day, I just decided I need to stop being frozen and not choosing and just go with something, and we can always switch them out. Lisa from Farmhouse on Boone talks about that a lot as well, how like hanging the frames is most of the work. So just put something in there and see what you think. You know, do you wish it was darker or busier or more bright? And kind of play around with it. Let time in your house and your home tell you what needs to go there. And honestly, I really do like these. They look great, they look wonderful, and they feel very 90s to me almost with the dark frames. The dark frames I got from Amazon. Speaking of sourcing the frames, you guys are gonna be appalled. I don't recommend doing this necessarily. Like, I do think the way to go is to thrift, but thrifting takes time, and I did not have time. Plus, I wanted to do a gallery wall in our hallway downstairs sometime this winter. We'll see if it happens. And so I knew I would like to have a bunch of frames that kind of match. So I got some gold ones off of Amazon, and then I got these 2 wooden, really sturdy frames also. And they are amazing. They're gonna be with us for a long time. And I like the dark walnut wood that is gonna match their dressers and everything. And it just came together really nicely. And it was a reminder, just don't be frozen and just go with something, pick something. And I did get the prints from Walmart. They printed them that same day, but I didn't pick them up till like almost 4 days later. And I always get the matte finish. You saw me making Fletcher's bed there. It's gonna be interesting to see how it works with this little loft bed above it. And for now, this is how I decided to make it till more pillows came in and stuff. I'd still ordered a few things, but I was very happy with it. We had this bed frame before The loft bed we had bought from Amazon, and I took you guys along with me on Instagram to go to the auction, the local auction, to source their dressers. And we got them, we scored them. It was very exciting. So go check out my Instagram if you want to see the behind the scenes of bidding on auction pieces. So yes, there was some thrifting involved, but not as much as I would have hoped. I just was kind of picky about what I wanted, and I wasn't finding everything. So the round mirror came from Walmart at like half the price of the Amazon one. So definitely check your local Walmart and see what that price is compared to Amazon. And then here Josh is hanging the name banners that I just designed on Canva very simply, and then got them printed on sailcloth canvas from Little Calico. And then my mom just used her serger. I don't have a serger or a murring machine or whatever you call it. So she just ran black thread around the edges to hem them, and they look very simple, clean, minimal, boyish, and I like them a lot. And the boys, Fletcher is always like, my name's spelled wrong. I'm like, why? Because he thinks the first letter needs to be capitalized and then the rest need to be lowercase. So I was trying to explain to him it's a style choice. But yeah, it's going to be interesting seeing how two boys share a room. And then I moved on to Evonnie's room, which was so much more bright and airy. I knew when I was doing her room that I wanted to keep some of the pillowcases and things that I already had, and I wanted the color scheme to be very loose because little girls like their things, or at least my daughter does, and so I kind of kept with the green, pink, yellow, mustard color scheme, but then we can still add in other like candy colors in there as well, and I think it's gonna look really cohesive without actually being that cohesive. And yes, maybe these prints on the wall that I got off of Etsy are not my favorite. I got the frames at Walmart, by the way. They're not the exact same gold, but I realized with all the different gold elements that are going in this room, I can't be too picky, and I think they actually jive pretty well together. When you just look at the room as a whole, it kind of has like a vibe to it. But those prints I let her pick out. She really wanted those, and so even though they might not be her mama's favorite, I still think they're cute and they're a little girly, and they'll be super easy to change out over the years. And those I got printed at Staples because Walmart did not do the size that I wanted. You guys have been on my channel for a while. You know that one way I maintain a very busy life and try to cope with lots of young children and running a YouTube channel and all of that is to streamline housekeeping. And one of those things is to do a no-fold laundry system, which has worked great. But my daughter is now 6, and I thought I'm gonna try to transition her into doing some folding and some rolling. So with this new setup, I'm gonna have her roll her leggings and fold her shirts and file them like a filing system up and down. And then I will let her just throw her underwear and her socks in bins, and we'll have her dresses hanging on hangers. So I'm gonna try it with her first. The boys, I did not show this here, but I literally dumped their clothing into the jeans drawer, the long sleeve shirt drawer, the underwear drawer, you know, all that, divvied it out, showed them how to sort, or at least Fletcher, where he's gonna sort everything, and it's not going to be folded for now. It's still working. It's not a broken system. Sure, if you open my drawers, they're nothing pretty to look at. They're not aesthetically organized or anything like that. The problem for me that I found with organizing is I will definitely fold and organize the clothes. Like, I enjoy that, it's fun, why not? But the maintaining of it just turns me into a grumpy, grouchy mom, because we know children like to pull out 5 or 6 different things, and it's just all messed up in a matter of seconds, so it feels so futile. So if this is a problem you've been dealing with, maybe try the no-fold system, swallow your pride. I know it doesn't feel like a good homemaking strategy, but honestly, it gives you so much of your life back. And yeah, we're gonna do it for now. Okay, it is like 12:30. I'm losing a little steam, but I've gotten a lot done. This is Evonnie's dress rack, and I'm gonna keep it like this. I really like it. Even though she has a closet I could easily put it in, I got this originally when I did not have a nice filming space for like clothing try-ons, and so I had this down in my office. So I just have it. I could sell it, but it's cute up here, so I'm gonna keep it. Also, look at this. This is my counted cross stitch that was in my bedroom when I was a little girl. My mom spent hours and hours and hours on it. If you see there, can you see all the little X's? Crazy, crazy, crazy. I was like, it matches the room too good. But yeah, I thought, you know what? It matches too perfectly. It's so nostalgic. Evonnie will love it. I actually have my doll from when I was little that she's gonna have in her room too. So I think I'll probably have Josh hang it here. I would like to, you know, have a different frame, but for now I think I'm gonna leave it because it's nostalgic and it's the original from 1992 or whenever she was working on it. So fun. Anyway, like I was saying, I'm trying to get her dresses figured out here. I have nothing for the donation pile of hers. Everything that I got rid of, I'm just throwing straight in the trash. She wears her leggings out and her shorts under her dresses and things like that. So I really don't have a donation pile at the moment, just a trash pile. But I'm going through her dresses here, and there's some mending that needs to happen, and I just always keep putting it off. But it's just like, oh, a button fell off, and I have an Amish lady who sews dresses for me sometimes, and I don't know what she does, but her seams are not tight enough, I don't think, and they're always coming apart. So I need to talk to her about that, or just start making the time to sew for Evonnie and myself. The ones that don't have a waistline in are fine because, yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on, so we'll have to figure that out. But I'm just going to take this stuff down here and mend. Well, it might happen tomorrow. We'll see. But mend a few things. Let me show you the hallway because while the bedrooms are starting to look a little bit better, the hallway is crazy. This is all the things I found in like dressers and things, books that we have to decide what to do with. I'll probably go downstairs. This is my trash pile over here. Just boxes of stuff and worn out PJs and like different things. So that's all gonna get trashed. Josh will take it down. And then I have to go through my linen closet. I was just pulling things out as I was going. This is so embarrassing, guys. Why am I showing this to you? It's very fixable. It just looks really bad at the moment. And so yeah, just some closet stuff that needs to be organized. So it looks kind of like good from the surface, but then you realize there's a lot that needs to happen yet. And even though we don't really need these cubicles, there's nothing wrong with them. They're like in perfectly good shape. So I told Josh to tuck them into the closets. And for now, we'll keep them and maybe list them on Facebook Marketplace later or see if we actually need them. I'd rather keep them and see if we need them for, 6 months or so first. And then if we don't, we can get rid of them.
It's so unnecessary worrying about life. I might not have it all, but I know I'll be alright. He's gonna challenge me to be the best I can be and to give back to those who need it. It won't always be blue skies ahead. Sometimes you might need
So I don't think I really told you guys the timing of this video, but I am filming this the week of Christmas. Like, Christmas is this coming Monday, and it's like a really dumb time to do it, but it feels so good because, one, I actually have time to do it because, guys, I think we should all live our lives like a YouTuber just a little bit in this one aspect here. I am always so sheepish to like decorate early for Christmas and stuff, but at the same time, when you do your life on YouTube, it's often best to like do things a little bit ahead of time so it can be like an inspiration for other people who are about to do those same things. So I don't always let that dictate my life, but in some ways I do. Like, why not decorate? I'm in the mood, and you know, I decorated before Thanksgiving this year and I don't regret it at all because, like, I think I'm gonna keep doing this. My Christmas has felt pretty peaceful, honestly. For the most part, I got almost everything done by the first half of December, my birthday, and now I'm just like enjoying Christmas time. I'm making the food I want to make. I'm making little birthday treats, doing little things. We're going and looking at Christmas lights because we have nothing going this evening or that evening. Most, if you think about it, or at least for me, a lot of our Christmas events were the beginning part of December, and so the week of Christmas here has been actually pretty chill. We've been home every evening. I've been cooking suppers. It's just, I love it. So anyway, maybe like plan ahead a little bit, not because you're a YouTuber, but because it'll give you more time for just peace on earth and just some more chill. So I don't know if I'm really dumb to go in here to HomeGoods now, like the week of Christmas. Obviously the decor section is going to be wiped out. I don't care about that. The gift section, lots of people are going to be in there, but I'm really curious to see their organization. I'll take you guys along in and show it to you. But both the kids' rooms need little baskets or hampers. They both need a trash can. And then I also want to get little, about 5-inch deep bins for Evonnie's room to put her underwear and her socks, like to separate them out. If we're going to use those under the bed drawers, I'm going to need some kind of system. So I'm going to see what they have here. I'm thinking the prices will probably be better in January, although does HomeGoods really have amazing sales? Like, everything's always on sale, right? But I'm not sure about the inventory. Like, I want to see what it's like. I mean, if they have it nice and well stocked, I feel like most people aren't thinking about organization right now, so I might find a lot of stuff. But if they don't wait to stock till after Christmas, which every other holiday I feel like they stock 6 months before they need to, so I'm going that January organization should be a holiday too. I don't know. I think we all need to put into our calendars next year to decorate for Christmas the beginning of November, buy all your Christmas presents the week of Black Friday, give yourself a week, wrap all of your presents the next 2 weeks, and then by December 15th, you can just enjoy the Christmas season. And then the week before Christmas, that's when we need to go organization shopping. Declutter your home, get rid of old broken toys, all that stuff, and get some organization bins, get a system together. That's what I did this year, unintentionally. It was not the plan, but oh my goodness, HomeGoods was fully stocked. Nobody was really in the organization section. Honestly, the store wasn't that packed at all. I was shocked. This was 3 days before Christmas. So much organization stuff. And I know HomeGoods doesn't really run sales, but I wonder if like Walmart and places like that would have sales, or if they wait till January. I'm not sure. But honestly, this is so great because now after they open their Christmas presents, we can tear into all the organizing and things like that. So I definitely recommend checking out your local HomeGoods or at-home store, whatever you have, TJ Maxx's, Marshall's, Ross, all of those places for organization stuff the week of Christmas, because they were fully stocked and ready to go. So many choices, so many options. And I was so glad that Josh had the boys because I was deliberating and debating so many times. I'm having trouble deciding on which style of basket looks good at my staircase. My staircase has more of an old world look to it, and I felt like some of these baskets were just a little too boho for it. So that's what I was debating about. But you'll see here, I did totally get everything off my list, and it was only because the boys were not along, because I would have given up long before that if I had, you know, little boys to entertain. Okay, that was a very successful shopping trip. The stores were not actually that crazy. The parking lots were, the roads were crazy. Stores weren't that bad. Anyway, trash can for Evonnie's room. I need the lids on top because we need the lid. The boys' rooms one's a little bigger than I normally like, but I wanted a black one and that's the size they had. These are going to be just the right height to organize Evonnie's socks and underwear in those drawers. I found this hiding in a different section at the very end. I am so excited. This is gonna be Evonnie's little laundry hamper. I'm holding them so you can see how big they are. So it's not overly huge because I collect all the dirty laundry every single day. You hear the laundry right now going? The dryer. Anyway, that was my favorite purchase. The boys' hamper looks so perfect for their room. It's like that rust again in the brown. And then I always like to keep a basket at the bottom of the steps to collect things that need to go upstairs. And I feel like we are really hard on them. And I need another one every year or two. So we've been doing without for the last couple months. So I can replace that with this. And I thought this also could be cute and double as like a catch-all to carry things into like my mom's house for Christmas Day or, you know, different stuff like that. The bottom seems really sturdy. So yeah, very successful trip. I could have spent like $300 in there without even blinking. There were so many different sections that I wanted to look at. But yeah, HomeGoods definitely has you covered if you need baskets and organization. So much stuff. Anyway, let's go put the finishing touches on their rooms. Okay, excuse the hair. It is a rainy day and we've been in and out getting all this stuff done. And I can finally show you the end result. I'm tired, but we have it done. Let me show you. So should we do the girls' room or the boys' room first? Let's just start over here. This one got done first today. So here is the full room. I love it. I'm not in love with how all the furniture ended up on one side of the room. As you can see, this side of the room is a lot more bare, but that's because of all our nice closet space, so I can't complain. And then I'll just start here and show you a few details. So this they got for Christmas. They love this wooden barn. My sister-in-law who runs Fiddle Leaf Thrift Co. found it for me, and so I was tickled to get that for Christmas. I think I only paid like $10 for it. And then this dresser also, again, thrifted, along with this piece over here that is completely empty at the moment, but we got those from the auction. This was from Facebook Marketplace. I still need to potty train my just turned 2-year-old. So that's why that basket's there. And these are how fun. They're Josh's baseball trophies and some of my dad's tractor pulling trophies from back in the day. And the boys just are thrilled. So that's the styling they wanted to have in their room. And I think it goes well. Here are their beds. You will see they both have the same. I just love these little coverlets. They're from Amazon and I can link them. They're like the perfect neutral color. Almost like a putty light color. And then again, I talked to you already about the name banners. So I think they came together really well. Pretty minimal color scheme in here. As you can see, these pillows, most of them are things I've collected over the years. This was Miller's Christmas present. I got him a new updated puppy. His other one was getting ratty looking. So we just bought him the same puppy again, just newer. And then here's how the photos turned out. I love them. I think my favorite one, it has to be the mischievous bears playing. It looks like they're at a playground. I love it. But yeah, they turned out really well and I like them a lot. Here's the loft bed that we got off of Amazon. I'll be linking everything down below. It's gonna be a very helpful description box, but we're not gonna actually dress the bed too much yet. We'll see as we go what we need. And then down here is Fletcher's bed. Again, this is the queen bed. So he is the same coverlet as Miller, just in a queen size. And I love this lumbar pillow. I think it definitely adds to the room. It's a very large pillow, as you can see there. And then this pillow I just had for the last like 7-8 years. And we love Salt Rock lamps. You're gonna see one in Vonnie's room too. I don't know if their benefits are really anything, but they look pretty too, kind of. And then here's the extra frame we decided not to hang because I thought the odd number was best. And we have a little black trash can and their laundry hamper. Oh, I can't forget the basketball net above the door. So there we go, lots of earthy colors, but still some little boy touches. And with the lights out, it's such a cozy little room. Well, it's actually pretty huge. And then across the hall, We have Evonnie's room, and she's gonna have a butterfly on this door. I got her a wooden butterfly for Christmas, and she's gonna paint that and hang that on the door. She is so excited, so when that gets done, I'll have to show you. And then here's her little reading nook. I wanna show you a few details here before I show you my favorite part of the room. But I found these brass gold butterfly hooks, and she currently has her Bible case and her little purse hanging from there. And then another gold touch. I love these. My grandma is very much into swans. And so I found a curtain rod with swans. It's so pretty. And here's our curtains. They're from Amazon, but they look like linen. I can't wait to do a little bow project. I want to put bows up here like West Elm does, but I didn't get time for that now. So look for that in the future. And I will include all the paint colors we used. Her fuzzy little chair was a thrifted gift from her birthday one year. She loves her little Bible case, so we got her that for Christmas. Over here, she is a little pack rat, but I think it looks cute. We have this little sideboard that I have no use for, but I thought it would look cute up here, and you'll see in a second in the overall reveal. I think it goes really nicely. And then this is a penny bank where she collects her money for when she gets 100% spelling tests or when she does extra chores. Her lava lamp was a gift a while back, and she loves that. Over here are my dolls from when I was a little girl. And so they're just there for pretty. And then over here, I see she set her little twin that she got for Christmas. She is in love with this little freckle face thing. They are twins, blue eyes, red hair. And then over here, we're getting to my favorite part. You guys can kind of see the wallpaper. This is a trash can that you saw already and the hamper. I let her pick if she wanted an ornate mirror or just a simple mirror, and she picked the simple one. You can hang it on the wall or lean it, which I did there. And here's the wallpaper. So pretty. Let me give you a close up a little bit here. I thought there was some pink tones in it, and it does look like there's pink tones in it when you step away, but up close you can see it's just pretty much a sagey green that's like very neutral and almost brown. And then you have the gold and green flecks in there too. But when you back up, it really does look like there's some pink in there, which is why I did pink sheets. How fun. I love it. Here is the whole overview when you walk in. Everything just came together so nicely. I used mostly things I had. This rug was new though, and it is so pretty. Actually, this is my second try. I ordered 2 rugs, and this was the second one, and I love it a lot. It's thin. It was not a necessary need because we already have carpet in here, but I think it just adds some to it, and it's still relaxing, as you can see over there. And I love the mixed patterns, so I can link most of those pillow covers. Her bed is one of my favorite features in this room. I'll be sure to link it. So nice. And then over here is a rattan nightstand that I got on Amazon Prime days. She got this little alarm clock and this little radio speaker Bluetooth thing for Christmas. This was a souvenir we brought home from Jamaica, and I just shopped my house for the lamp for her in the corner. And then over here, this was her idea. She wants to hang artwork in her room. And so I printed off, this is from Etsy, I'll link them below. I printed off artwork for now, and then she can print it out with her own custom-made artwork as she finds what she wants to put there. And then, that's her Build-A-Bear, by the way. So let me show you from this angle. By the way, I love this duvet. It's so pretty. It has that rainbow 1920s Art Deco feel to it again. And then over here, Josh hung my mom's picture. I think it is very cohesive in this space. I do want to put something up here. I'm not sure what, but I thought that'd be a great present in the future, like a flower hook or I don't know, something up there. She can't reach it, so it's not really useful. But I feel like there is some naked space there that could be filled up. And then we have another pink lava lamp down here for her. She keeps her boots there. Pretty bare when you look at it from this angle, but very maximalist, loving little girly on this side. I love it so much. And as you can see, it kind of all ties together, but it's not actually cohesive. If you look at it, we used a lot of things that we already had, and I feel like I was pretty fiscally responsible with this room, besides the wallpaper, as we discussed earlier. So while I do think that each room has some room for improvement, I have some things I would like to shop for, look out for in the future. For now, I'm calling it done, and we'll just add things here and there as we need to, especially the boys' room. It's so large. I know over time we might add like a shelf for them to put Matchbox cars, or do a different basketball net that we can install lower for them to use. And yeah, they're kids, they're growing. It's gonna morph over time. But for now, we're gonna call it quits. I'm happy with it. You gotta stop at some point. And yeah, they finally have their first rooms. It's crazy. Lucky little ducks, aren't they? And I love her room by lamplight. It's just so cozy. Such a little girl's dream. She sits in here and reads every night long before bedtime actually is. It's like her little oasis. I love it. Anyway, I want to thank you guys so much for being here for this one. Check out Mary Ruth's down below. I truly love and use them all the time. Use that code over and over again every time you order. You don't want to go without it. And yeah, thank you so much for being here. I will see you in the next one. Bye, everyone. Okay guys, here's a raw look at the nursery. Totally not tidied up. It needs some tender loving care. As you can see, I'm about ready to start organizing in this closet, so I'll have to put that in my next video because we're gonna need to use this space before long.